Fox News contributor and daughter-in-law to the former president of the United States, Lara Trump, appeared on Fox News this week to talk about how awesome it is when her little 3-year-old child gets sick. She said she's thrilled when her child goes out in public maskless and then comes home with a new virus for the family to deal with. Here's the exact quote. "The idea that we're going to make our children sit in school masked up all day long, I think, is absolutely ludicrous. My daughter, Carolina, last week had a cold. Every parent knows that's a nightmare. I have to tell you, I was so thrilled because I know that she is actually getting in contact with viruses and germs and bacteria that will allow her to develop an immune system. This is absolutely insane." I agree with you on that. "As a parent, I can tell you I'm not going to be masking up my children. It is not going to happen." Well, cool. Nice to know that you're on the side of the virus at this point. And sure, folks, listen, there's a point to be made that, yes, the more you come in contact with the viruses and the bacteria and the germs, yeah, it helps build up your immune system. But we're also dealing with a highly contagious variant of a virus that caused a global shutdown, still is wreaking havoc across the planet. And actually this week they also announced the new Lambda variant of it. So the thing's getting worse. The thing is continuing to mutate. We have, as I've pointed out, seen a very healthy 5-year-old in the state of Georgia drop dead from catching the Delta variant of COVID. So kids can die, kids can get sick, but sure, be thrilled when your kid comes home with germs. That's super smart. If we do not protect everyone from this virus, we are going to continue to see mutations. I swear to God, at this point, every day it feels like there is a new story coming out of anti-vaxxer dies of COVID. You know, COVID conspiracy theorist dies of COVID. Trump supporter dies of COVID. I am tired of seeing those headlines. I don't want anybody to die. I disagree with 100% of what those people stand for. But I don't want them to die from this because I'm a human being that understands I have empathy. And I don't want people to die. And I don't want their families to have to bury them. And I don't want anybody to go through the horror show that we've already been going through for 17 months now. Lara Trump doesn't have that trait. You know, she is more, I believe, of the sociopathic type where you have no empathy for other people. They don't matter. They're just little extras in the movie of your life, right, Lara? That's what you think. So when little Carolina comes home with a new bug, a new virus, a new germ that then spreads throughout the house, because those of us who have children, who actually pay attention to our children and spend time with them, we know that that's what happens. Maybe you don't have to do that, Lara. I am sure you and Eric have help. So maybe you don't even spend enough time with your daughter to catch the virus. I mean, you seemed fairly healthy on Fox News this past week. Who knows? Pure speculation. I don't know what kind of parent you are, but I know what kind of human being you are from your statement. My kids went to school all last year wearing a mask all day, each and every day, even in the Florida heat, Lara. You know how many times they complained about it? None. You know what my youngest, who started kindergarten last year, do you know what he loved? He loved wearing his mask. He loved going out to the store and saying, "Oh, look at this cool mask. I want this one now." He and his friends would always want to have each other's mask. They wouldn't trade, obviously, but they thought it was cool. They thought it was an accessory. They thought it made them look like ninjas. Kids aren't as pathetic and weak as people like Lara Trump want to think. It's the parents, usually the right-wing parents, that are the weak ones, that say, "Oh my God, I can't wear a mask all day." The kids are fine. The kids are enjoying it. The kids are using their masks to make fashion statements, folks. But Lara Trump would rather cheer on viruses and bacteria than have to admit that masks work.